Welcome for a physics lesson. We are going to look at refraction of light. The first question is telling us to define the term critical angle. Therefore, critical angle, the term critical angle can be defined as the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction in the less dense medium is 90 degrees. Therefore, if refraction occurs, remember there is an angle of incidence and another angle of refraction. So if we have two media here, medium 1 and medium 2, such that light is traveling from a denser medium to a less dense medium, we usually say that the ray gets refracted away from the normal, such that if we continue increasing the angle of incidence here from this value to a new angle, a time will come when the angle of refraction here becomes 90. And when the angle of refraction becomes 90 in this less dense medium, then we will say that now the angle of incidence at that point is called the angle of, or the critical angle. So the angle of incidence at that point will be called the critical angle. Therefore, critical angle is the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction in the less dense medium is 90 degrees. Then we are given in part B that the figure below shows a ray of light traveling through a semicircular transparent plastic. Therefore, we have a ray of light traveling, and when it reaches the interface here, we can see it gets refracted along the interface, or rather, the angle of refraction becomes 90 in the air, which is the lesser denser or the less dense medium. Therefore, we can say the angle at that point, which is made by the incident ray with the normal, is going to be called the critical angle. Part A or part 1, we are determining critical angle. Remember, critical angle is abbreviated letter C. Therefore, critical angle is going to be 90 minus 38.9. Remember, angle of incidence has to be the angle between incident ray and the normal, not incident ray and the interface here. Therefore, it should be this angle. So this angle will be called the critical angle because it is the angle made between the ray of incidence and the normal when the angle of refraction in the less dense medium is 90 degrees. Therefore, we can get the angle by subtracting 38.9 from 90, and this gives us 51.1 degrees. Therefore, the angle is 51.1 degrees. Lastly, we have a part 2 which says we determine the refractive index of the plastic. So for us to get refractive index, small letter n, we take it by the reciprocal of the sine of the critical angle, and this will be calculated by the reciprocal of sine 51.1. So when we take the reciprocal of sine 51.1, 51.1, first of all it becomes 0.7782. Then now its reciprocal is going to be 1.285. This is going to be the refractive index. Remember, refractive index is a value which has no units since it is a ratio. Thank you for following. Subscribe and share the link.